Okay, we're going to do another reconstitution of one of my meals that I packaged over 3 years ago. This particular one is Japanese curry that I packaged on March 13th, 2020. So it's over 3.5 years, well, over 3 years, almost 3.5 years old. And I went back and reviewed the original video when I packaged this, and we had some concerns, both me and some of my viewers, of the oil content of the golden curry blocks seasoning, because they have oil in it. And there was a bit of an oily residue on my freeze dryer trays after freeze drying. I compensated that with putting two 300cc O2 absorbers into this bag. So we'll see how it held up. Let's get it open. Let's do a smell. It smells actually very good. There's one 300cc O2 absorber. There's two 300cc O2 absorbers. That's what it looks like in there. Okay. See how it held up there? Yeah. Still very dry. So far so good. Now what I'm going to do with this, I got cold water here, and that was one tray in the medium, and I got 4 cups here. Let's see. I'm going to start out with just cold water and see if I can get some of that to absorb, because I don't want to do a lot of stirring until some of that chicken and everything gets absorbed some of the water, because I don't want to end up crumbling my chicken all being crumbs. Alright, there's 2 cups of water. So let's see if we can get that to absorb some of that water. I mean, I'm not too worried, but it'd just be nice to have the integrity of some of your chicken instead of being shredded, powderized chicken. That's 3 cups of water. I'm not going to add no more water to that for sure until we cook it. Alright. What I'm going to do now is put this on a medium high and bring this up to temperature and see how it goes. I'm really hoping this comes out really nice, because I love the flavor of that Japanese curry. It is just a fantastic flavor. Alright, so it is absorbing that water nicely. So it looks like I might end up having to put some more water in that. But while this is kind of coming up to temperature, I'm going to go start my rice. I'm going to go ahead and add that other cup of water, so that's 4 cups of water. It's looking good, smelling good, smelling real good. Alright, big chunks of carrots. I'm going to cover that. I'm going to reduce the heat to medium. And we're going to simmer that for about 8 minutes, because that's what I got left on my rice. I'll see you then. Okay, let's see how this is coming along. Got a minute or two left. Should have been stirring that. Never mind. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. I didn't stir that enough, but that'll be alright. Let's put that in our dish here. Alright, that looks pretty good. Let me reposition my camera and we'll do a taste test. Let's dish some of that up. Alright, I'm looking forward to this. My stomach's growling. This is a good time to remind you that my new cookbook is out. The 40 freeze-dried meal pouch recipes. A companion book to John and Bibbs on YouTube. It's my 40 of my favorite recipes, along with the instructions, or the ingredients, instructions on how to prepare it, freeze drying it, and instructions on how to reconstitute each recipe. I'm really proud of that work there. So that's my second book, and my first book that I did earlier in the year was freeze-dried snacks and treat recipes. Most of those are original recipes that I created originally, and both of these books are available on Amazon.com. So I'll put a link to my store in the video description below, and they're available at my store. So what do you think of that? That came back very nicely in the bowl here. Let's see what it tastes like. Oh man, that is just as good as when I made it 3 years ago. Yeah, I am happy with this. I was really worried with that oil. Not a problem at all. Oh man, it is so good. So savory. I'm going to put a little bit more on there. Man, you will not be disappointed with this, I'm telling you. Trust old John and Bibbs on this one. That is absolutely delicious. Not even a hint of rancidity in that. Just beautiful curry flavor. Some of those carrots. Carrot came back very nicely. Here's a big one to show you. See that? Very nice. Oh yeah. And that was a nice chunk of carrot too. You are not going to be disappointed in this one. I tried to look through my cupboard and I don't have any more of that golden curry that I used to make this, but basically I followed the directions on the box. Pretty much that's what I did. What was on the box, only thing is it called for raw chicken, and I cooked, I think it was 5 pounds of chicken breast in my slow cooker and then shredded it. That's the only difference I made. To the recipe. And I'll go on the internet and find a picture of the golden curry so you know what you're looking for. I got mine, I think I got mine on Amazon, but I've seen it at Walmart. And after tasting this, I would not hesitate, I won't hesitate at all to use that stuff again, which it does contain oil. But if you've got a good O2 absorber, and I just doubled up on the O2 absorbers, chicken is gorgeous too. I just doubled up on the O2 absorbers, and let me tell you, this tastes like fresh made. If you follow the recipe on their box, you don't even have to follow my recipe, but I'll put a link, I'll pin the link to the original video, which was 3 years old, almost 3.5 years old. So you'll have to excuse my early days of videography. Is very poor. But you can see me making this. And freeze drying it. This is gorgeous. Can't wait for my brother to try this. But I'm going to go ahead and finish eating this, and then I'll go let him know that there's some out here for him. I know it's an overused term when people say just like fresh, but this is just like fresh. There you have it. A meal that I am super happy with. I won't hesitate to do this again. And yeah, look for a video coming up of me doing a different variety of this, because it is delicious and it held up so well. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time.